You probably think of AI as purely digital, just code running on a distant server.
Right. Totally detached from biology.
Yeah, exactly. But right now, the paradigm is violently shifting.
It really is.
Tech billionaires are stepping away from just training massive digital models. Instead, they are actively trying to hack fundamental human biology.
It is wild.
They want to kill the common cold.
I mean, it sounds completely surreal.
Yeah.
But it is actually happening right now.
Welcome to the deep dive. I am really glad you are here. Today, we are unpacking a truly strange reality.
Yeah, we have a lot of ground to cover.
We absolutely do. We are going to explore this massive biotech pivot from AI giants. Then, we will look at how the government is throttling frontier AI rollouts.
The policy shifts are pretty intense right now.
They are. And finally, we have some leaked internal data from OpenAI.
Oh, this part is fascinating.
Data proving that the very nature of human work is shifting. Autonomous agents are actually doing your work while you sleep.
I am genuinely pumped for this first topic, though.
Yeah, it is fascinating. So let us start with this biotech move. You have some of the biggest players in AI jumping ship.
Right.
Anthropic, Stripe, and the OpenAI Foundation just backed something called Intercept.
Yeah, Intercept is this $500 million nonprofit initiative.
Wow.
And their goal is staggering. They want to make routine illnesses completely obsolete.
They are specifically targeting the common cold and the flu.
Exactly. They want to eradicate them entirely.
Okay, let me push back here for a second.
Sure, go for it.
$500 million sounds like a massive amount of capital to us.
It does.
But in the world of biology, isn't that just a drop in the bucket? I mean, Pfizer spends tens of billions of dollars on research every year.
Oh, absolutely.
So why do these tech guys think $500 million will solve the common cold?
That is the exact right question to ask. And it really comes down to their specific strategy.
Right.
They are not trying to fund the entire pharmaceutical pipeline. They're just trying to aggressively de-risk the earliest stages.
Okay, so explain how that mechanism actually works.
Well, traditional pharma hates early-stage risk.
Because it's too expensive to fail.
Exactly. It is a massive capital drain.
Yeah.
So Intercept is stepping in to fund that dangerous initial research.
Got it.
They are targeting broad-spectrum shots and specialized nasal sprays. They are also developing pills that block dozens of respiratory viruses simultaneously.
So it is kind of like they are paying for a highly dangerous scouting mission.
Yeah, that is a good way to put it.
They send a small, agile team into the jungle to clear a path. Once that path is proven perfectly safe, traditional pharma drives the heavy machinery right through it.
That is a brilliant analogy, yes. It is like stacking Lego blocks of data.
Right.
They build a precarious foundation. And once the technology is demonstrably de-risked, the dynamic completely flips.
Traditional pharma companies finally feel safe enough to step in.
Exactly. They take over for that final, incredibly expensive stretch of human trials. They snap the final pieces into place.
It is a really clever application of startup economics. They are not just treating the symptoms, they are trying to build a biological shield.
Right. And they are even funding advanced indoor air cleaning tech.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They want these systems deployed in offices and schools nationwide.
But, it still makes you wonder why AI giants specifically care.
Well, it is all about efficiency.
Right, but why do they want to step out of the software realm at all? Why cure the cold?
Because of raw, undeniable productivity loss. According to Intercept's data, people lose 15 to 25 days every single year.
Wow.
Yeah, you lose nearly a month of focus to routine respiratory infections.
That is a staggering bottleneck for human progress.
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
And when you zoom out, the math gets even crazier.
How so?
That lost time translates to a $600 billion hit.
A year.
Yes, that is an annual loss to global economic productivity.
So why do AI companies actually care about curing the cold?
They need humanity operating at absolute peak efficiency to scale their own technological growth faster.
So they are upgrading human hardware to maximize global output.
Precisely.
That is wild. So these AI giants are trying to optimize our biology. But while we wait for those physical upgrades, the government is stepping in.
Oh yeah, big time.
They are already throttling the software side of things.
The pulse of the industry is definitely shifting toward heavier regulation right now.
Look at what is happening with GPT 5.6.
Yeah.
The White House is reportedly intervening with a very specific request.
Right. They do not want an immediate, massive public launch.
They want OpenAI to release it incredibly slowly.
Which makes sense from a policy standpoint.
Yeah, they are asking for a measured customer-by-customer rollout.
It is a clear attempt to monitor the impact in real time. They want to contain any potential fallout from these frontier models.
Just strictly observing the facts here, it is a very cautious approach.
It is.
But while we wait for that slow rollout, current models are quietly improving.
Oh, definitely.
GPT 5.5 Instant just got a major silent upgrade.
It really did. It is handling detailed, multi-step instructions much better now.
Yeah, it is also excellent at shopping picks and mapping local recommendations.
And honestly, OpenAI even stated it is simply much more fun to talk to.
Right. But the really massive news is happening away from the legacy giants.
Yeah, the startup space is where the real heat is.
We need to talk about what is happening there. Look at General Intuition.
Oh, man. Their recent news is huge.
They just hit a massive fundraising milestone. $320 million raised.
Yeah, and they are sitting at a $2.3 billion valuation now.
And their training mechanism is what makes them so valuable.
It is entirely unique.
They are not just feeding it text from the internet.
No, not at all. They are taking a completely different path.
So what are they doing?
They train their AI on hundreds of millions of hours of gameplay data.
Beat! Whoa!
Yeah.
I mean, imagine training an AI on hundreds of millions of hours of gameplay. It is literally learning physics through play.
Right, and that fundamentally changes how the model maps reality.
How so?
Well, text models just predict the next logical word in a sentence. But general intuition is predicting how objects actually interact.
Why?
They are teaching the AI deep spatial reasoning.
It is predicting cause and effect in a three-dimensional space.
Exactly. It has to understand gravity, momentum, and physical obstacles.
So how does spatial reasoning change what an AI can actually do?
It allows the system to successfully navigate unpredictable, messy physical environments. It acts.
It turns the AI from a talker into a physical doer.
Exactly.
Okay, so we just talked about these massive models developing spatial reasoning. We looked at billions in funding.
Right.
But how does that power actually shrink down? I mean, how does it live inside the apps you use every single day?
This is where the daily friction of work is actually getting solved.
Let us unpack the Claude Tag debate first.
Okay.
Former Tesla AI director Andrej Karpathy just called it a brand new paradigm.
Yeah, he praised how it completely flips the interaction model. You do not go to a chatbot anymore.
Right, you tag the AI right inside your existing workspace.
Exactly. It comes to you.
But I have to push back a little here.
Sure.
Others in the community are calling this just another wave of UI hype. Is it really a new paradigm or just a new button?
It is definitely more than a button, mostly because of the shared context.
What do you mean?
Look at a recent tutorial we saw about Slack integrations. It showed how teams use Claude directly inside a Slack channel.
Oh, right.
The AI reads the entire ongoing conversation between human employees.
It essentially becomes a shared second brain for the team.
Exactly. It synthesizes the team's messy human dialogue into actionable structure automatically.
Speaking of Claude, there's a fascinating leak recently.
Yes, the Fable 5 leak.
Right, in Claude Code version 2.1.190.
People dug into the code and found hidden strings.
And these strings hint that Fable 5 is coming to normal subscription tiers, but it is going to have strict weekly usage limits.
Yeah, the compute costs for these frontier models are still astronomical. Weekly limits are the only way they can prevent massive server burns.
Meanwhile, the enterprise giants are definitely not sitting still.
No, Microsoft is moving fast.
They just pushed a major architectural update for Copilot in Excel.
They introduced a highly agentic feature they simply call skills.
So how does an Excel skill actually work in practice?
Well, it moves Excel away from being a static grid of numbers.
Okay.
Skills allow you to build repeatable, autonomous workflows right in the spreadsheet. It uses built-in financial connectors to pull live data continuously.
And it has improved traceability so you can actually audit its math.
Right. Google is also pushing hard, specifically into the education space.
Yeah. The Gemini app just launched free study notebooks worldwide.
This takes any complex topic and autonomously builds an interactive learning space.
Right. It generates quizzes and interactive diagrams tailored to how you learn best.
The enterprise tools are evolving so fast, but the independent API-level tools are moving even faster.
They really are. Look at a platform like OxloPoint.ai.
This one is wild.
It gives you access to over 35 different frontier models.
Yeah, you get DeepSeek V4 Pro, Kimi K2.6, GLM5.
Kuhn, Llama, Mistral, all through one unified API.
The mechanism here is intelligent routing.
How does that work?
You send a prompt, and Oxlow analyzes the complexity of your request. Then it automatically routes your task to the specific model best equipped to handle it.
It optimizes for speed and cost without you doing anything.
Exactly.
Then there's Zero. This tool is built specifically for our chaotic modern workflows.
Zero is incredible. It maps your scattered brain across different applications.
Yeah.
It reads your Slack messages, your chaotic Gmail threads, your random Notion documents.
Honestly, I still wrestle with prompt drift myself.
Oh, we all do.
Just trying to manually get an AI to organize my scattered notes is exhausting.
Zero removes that cognitive load entirely. It synthesizes your intent from the background context and actually builds working software out of it.
It keeps itself updated automatically as your Slack conversations evolve.
It is brilliant.
Another really fascinating breakthrough is BrowserAct. This is built for agents navigating the open web.
Web browsing has always been notoriously difficult for AI agents to handle.
Right. Websites block automated scrapers. Pop-ups ruin the navigation path.
So many obstacles.
So how does BrowserAct actually bypass those blocked pages safely?
It uses advanced vision models to literally see the screen like a human.
Wow.
It mimics human cursor movements and solves visual captchas natively.
It adapts to real, messy scenarios without breaking the workflow.
And finally, for designers, we have Figma Motion.
This changes the entire design canvas.
Yeah. The motion variables live directly alongside your team and component libraries.
Your static designs can literally come to life with physical physics from day one.
It is a game changer.
But with all these different agentic platforms integrating deeply into our daily routines, what is the biggest risk of having so many empowered tools?
You might easily spend more time managing your tools than doing the actual deep work.
We risk becoming exhausted middle managers to our own software.
Exactly.
We're going to take a quick break for our sponsor here.
Stick around. You do not want to miss the second half.
Mid-roll sponsor Reed.
And we are back.
So we have looked at the theoretical tools. We understand how the integrations actually work.
Right.
But how is this changing your actual job right now?
This is where the story shifts from theory to reality. We have a massive new leaked research paper to look at today.
It analyzes OpenAI's own internal usage data.
And it is revealing.
It tracks exactly how individuals and organizations used Codex between August 2025 and June 2026.
The expanding horizons of this autonomous work are genuinely shocking.
Look at the sheer volume of work being delegated. By May 2026, over 70% of individual users deployed Codex for major tasks.
These are not quick email drafts.
No.
These are complex tasks estimated to take a human over an hour to complete.
But the next metric is what really broke my brain.
Yeah, this is the wild one.
A massive 25.6% of users went much further. They ran requests that exceeded 8 hours of human labor.
They triggered an entire workday of execution with a single prompt.
And the demographic driving this massive explosion in usage is really surprising.
It is not the software engineers driving this growth.
Who is it?
It is the non-developers.
Since August 2025, non-developer adoption completely exploded.
Oh, big time.
It grew 137 times for individual users, and within external organizations, it grew 189 times.
The non-technical enterprise landscape is migrating to these tools at blinding speed.
Look at OpenAI's own internal operations as a leading indicator.
Yeah.
For their internal teams, standard chatbots are officially dead. Codex has entirely replaced chat as their primary interface.
By April 2026, the non-technical departments completely crossed the threshold.
Yeah, finance hit 91% Codex usage,
Recruiting reached 89%.
and legal hit 88%.
The traditional boundaries between these corporate roles are completely blurring away.
They really are. Over a quarter of the work done by these business teams radically changed.
Right.
How exactly did it change? Like, what are they doing?
Well, these non-technical teams are using Codex to do deep technical engineering.
Really?
Yes. They are executing complex coding, heavy automation, and advanced data transformation.
So you have a recruiter building their own custom software automation,
Exactly.
and you have a finance manager writing complex data pipelines without knowing Python.
Exactly. The AI acts as the translator between their business intent and the machine code.
Wow.
And this leads to a specific group the report calls the power users.
The top 1% of active users?
Right. These power users regularly orchestrate multiple parallel agents at the exact same time.
They are essentially running their own autonomous digital departments.
They are. And because these agents run in parallel, the math gets wild.
How wild.
These users accumulate over 60 hours of autonomous runtime in a single day.
2-sec silence, 60 hours. In a single 24-hour day.
It literally breaks the physical limits of human time.
As these agentic tools become ubiquitous, the standard expectation shifts.
Completely.
The basic unit of knowledge work is fundamentally changing. We are moving away from real-time chatting and prompt engineering.
Yes.
We are moving entirely toward asynchronous delegation.
That is the crucial transition. It changes everything about human labor.
Let us define that specific jargon for a second. Asynchronous delegation. Giving the AI a complex job and walking away while it works.
Yes, you provide the high-level intent and you completely detach from the execution.
Right.
You only return hours later to review the final completed output.
So what happens to traditional job titles if non-developers are doing the coding?
Titles will describe the specific problem you solve, not your keyboard skills.
You will be judged entirely on outcomes, not technical execution.
Precisely.
So if we pull all of these disparate threads together, from curing the common cold to agents coding while you sleep, what is the fundamental shift you are watching unfold here?
We are witnessing the absolute death of the AI chatbot.
Yeah.
We are moving from an AI that just politely answers your questions. We are moving to an AI that acts as an autonomous worker.
It is funding cures for biological diseases.
It is actively navigating blocked web pages.
It is doing 8 hours of complex data pipelines while you sleep.
The era of the digital assistant is gone. The era of the digital employee has arrived.
It really forces you to change how you view your own time. I want to leave you with a final thought today.
It is a good one.
Something to deeply mull over as you look at your own workflow. If a digital agent is clocking 60 hours of autonomous runtime for you in a single day, at what point do you stop being an employee and start being a manager of digital experts?
That is the big question.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Tomorrow morning, take a hard look at your daily task list.
Yeah, evaluate it.
Ask yourself which tasks take 1 hour and which take 8. Then honestly ask yourself if an agent could just do them for you. We will see you next time.